Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, in this video, we are going to learn about one-to-many relationships in Laravel. Okay, so one-to-many is nothing but your belongs to and has many relationship. So guys, now let's get started. So guys, we will be seeing with an example called category and products. And now let's begin. So guys, make sure your database is connected in your .env file. And now let's get started with creating the migration model and the controller for category and products. So open your terminal, control plus tilde, create the migration first, PHP artisan, make colon, migration, create underscore categories table, hit enter. So created migration, let's go to database migration, and here you find your categories table. Okay, done guys. Now let's add the columns whatever we require, the string of category name and one slug. That's it guys. So now let's begin with creating a products table. Yep, let's change the table name here, products, hit enter, created. Now you can go to your products table. Here you're going to set the product name and the product price. Okay, so dollar table of string function, your product name, so name, and the product price, and price is going to be integer, so let's make it integer. And guys, we need to relate this product because we are going to learn about one-to-many relationship. Okay, so as for that you have to use unsigned big integer dollar table of unsigned big int. Here you get, and then guys you have to call your category id, category underscore id. Why? Because we have to relate these tables. Yep. And now guys, let's assign the foreign key for this category id. Okay, so yep, dollar table of foreign, your key is category id. So you have created this category id, tell this category id which references to the id of what table, on category table. Okay, so my category table name, let's copy that categories table name, here you paste, and it should on delete, it should delete all the products. Okay, so cascade, let me just, yep. And now guys, we need one more slug for this, so let's add the slug inside. So guys, now let's migrate this both tables. PHP artisan migrate, hit enter, migrated successfully. Okay, so now guys, let's create the model for this your category and products. So first we'll create category, PHP artisan make colon model where category, hit enter. So model created successfully. You can go to app models, here you find your category. Same case for the product, so you can add on product, hit enter. Cool, so your product also is created, category and product. So guys, now let's specify the table name with the help of protected dollar table is equal to where your table name called categories, copy and paste. And now call all your table attributes, protected dollar fillable. Here you set for the category is name, comma, and one is slug. That's it guys. So now let's go to our products. Let us copy this, we don't need to type again. Let's copy and paste in our products model and change the table name. Copy your table name called products, paste, and you are getting the name, slug, and one price. And one more was that your category id, category underscore id. That's it. So make sure you have added that. Perfect. So all done guys. Now our table and model is created, and now let's create the controller for both category. and product. So PHP artisan make colon controller where my category controller. Hit enter. Controller created successfully. You can go to app http controller. Here you find your category controller. So now guys, let's begin with coding with the category. Okay. So first you are going to set up the route and then you are coming to the controller part. So first let's go to this path and tell category. Let's create one example called admin. It should be inside admin, right? So you can add admin category. Hit enter. So you need to call in this format. Now let's get back and go to web route. So first web.php, routes, web.php, perfect. And now guys, you need to call your prefix and the controller. So route prefix group function semicolon and call your function, open and close curly brace. Here you set your prefix as admin. And now guys, you can begin with your category part. So let's copy the controller and here you end. Let me close this. And now guys, you need to call the category controller. Okay, all set. And when you click on it, you go to your category controller. That's it. So now guys, you need to set up the route for route get method where I will tell category called at index function. Yep, let's go to the category and create an index function. So function called index and we don't need any type. Let's open a page with the help of view function. Let's create one folder called admin and category and inside that index blade file. Yep, let's get back to the resource where it is here, resource views, and create a folder called admin and inside that admin create a folder category and inside the category create a file index.blade.php. Cool. So now guys, you are going to set up the category part over here. First you have to extend your pages, extends your layout app, and here you add the section content and end section. Now let's design the user interface with the help of Bootstrap. Column MD12, your card header, where H4 tag you'll tell about the category, right? Its category details or list, and inside this H4 only create a tag, add category, and just design the as button primary and float end. Here we are going to set the URL as create category. Okay, I mean category / create. So before this you have to call your admin prefix, right? Make sure you are creating the correct path. Let's get back and yep, copy and paste. Let's copy this URL. We have admin already in the prefix, so not required. And now you can create a create function. Let's get back to the category controller and here let's copy this guys and paste again. So you send the create function and now create a create blade file. Let's move inside your category folder, create a create.blade.php. Hit enter. Perfect. So now guys, let's copy the index page code and paste in your create blade file. And now you can change the design, I mean contents, add category. Here you change as back and change the path. Done. And now after your card header, create a card body. Here you begin with the form. and let's design the input for categories, form inputs. So that is margin bottom 3 and a label. Let's remove this for not required, like category name, the fields which we required for creating category. Input dot form control for the input. Name is equal to your name. So I mean category name. And we require one slug. We are just taking category name. Slug we can manage with this name itself. Okay. And let's create one submit button with the button and create as save. Here we add a class button primary and make this button type as submit. So submit. When you submit this, you're going to an action with the help of method post. And when you submit the data, you need a CSRF token. And now let's go to the action of URL at what? Category. So before that, we require a correct prefix admin/category. So we will be submitting this data with this help of URL using post method. Let's go. User route : post method. Here you send the slug and your function at store. Let's go to the category controller and create the store function. Yep, function store, and we will get all the requests from the as input. So that is request. And now guys, you are going to store the data. So before writing the code of storing the data, let's check the output. Let's get back, refresh. Perfect. So this is your category detail, and when you add category, here it goes to category create, and here is your code. So now guys, you need to, when you save this button, you have to save the data. Yep, let's get back, and we are on that code itself. Let's create it. So call your category model, category : create function. So where you can directly create it, name, where your dollar request of the name. Okay, and one more thing we require, that is slug. So we will make a slug over here, str : slug function, where you are going to pass your request of name. And now import this class, eliminate support str. Okay, so this is a slug. All set guys. So once it's created, your return and redirect back with the message. Let's send the message over here as added, I mean category added. Here you go to your admin / category. Done guys. And now when you go to this category page on the index, you have to show the message. So for that, you can use a simple if condition. At if, you are going to use a session function and display this message. So you can just show in a div tag itself, like dot alert, open and close curly brace, where you can paste this. Let's give alert success, save. And now guys, let's check the output. Yep, refresh, and let's give category as mobile. Let's save it. Cool, category added. Let's add one more record. Go to your create and let's add laptop as a category. Save. Perfect. So now guys, let's check in our database. Let's refresh once. So we can see a categories table, categories, and you find 2 records. Perfect. So now guys, let's get back and fetch the records, whatever we have done. As simple, go to your index blade file and inside your card design, create a card body and start with the table dot table hyphen bordered. Okay, table head, table row, table heading, ID and name, and a table heading with action if required. So Now table body, table row, use a for each loop. Let me close this terminal. For each, here you tell all the categories of item. Now what you need to do, guys, this categories from where it is coming? It's coming from your index file. $categories is equal to your category model colon all function, and send that variable using compact function as categories. Perfect. So you are sending to the index bleed file, and there you get your category. And now let's get this data, table data, get your item of ID. Okay, copy and paste, and then name, and one more data which will be used for edit or delete. So let's keep action right now. When we are going to work on that, we'll be seeing it. So refresh. Perfect, guys. So now let's create one more category, clothes, save. And now let's begin with the products part. Okay, so admin slash products we are going. Okay, yep, guys. And now we'll be starting with the one-to-many relationship. Yep, so let's go to the web.php first, and let's copy this routes. We don't want to waste time. So here you set your product controller. So right now we don't have. Let's create the product controller. PHP artisan make colon controller with the name product controller. Hit enter, and your controller is created. And now, guys, let's change the paths. Products. Here you set your products. So all the route you make it products, and you will create the same function. So let's go to the product controller. And what we need to do, let's copy from the category part itself. So go to your category controller and copy the code. So we are going to just copy the function names. Okay, and now you need to change all things over here. Let me change few things. Like here you will create your product folder, and for the product create, and for the store. So store is a code part. So now, guys, you need to create a folder. Let's go to resource views admin, and inside admin I'm going to create a folder called product. Done. And now let's create one index blade and create blade in your products folder. As simple, index.blade.php, and one more called create.blade.php. Done, guys. So now let's copy from the category code itself. Control AC and Control V in your products index page. And now let's change few details over here. Products detail, and change the URL products, and here you create as add products, and you need to change your table data first. Okay, so here you set your products variable, and then go to your controller, product controller at index function. So at here you are going to create a product variable and call your product model, where you will get all the record from it. And now let's use a compact function, send the products variable, so you can access all the products data. So now let's check the output of it. Let's refresh. Perfect. So you get the design, and here your, so there is no data of products, so it's not displayed. Now, guys, let's add the product. So it's a blank page. Let's get back and go to your category. Okay, category add. So create category, copy the form design, copy and paste in your product create. All set. Let's change the details. Product, add products, and here you make it to products. So coming to the form part, guys, over here I have changed the URL, and now here is your product name. product name, and slug is we handle in backend itself, and we need a price, product price. So add that as price. And one more thing was a category ID. So let me just show you that. Where is the product model? Here we are using this records. Okay. So first you have to go to your product controller. You need to get your category details. So let's get the categories. Categories is equal to your category model colon colon all function. And now send with the compact function. Categories. Now you can go to your create file of product and then get in the select option. Select. Let's design this guys first. Form hyphen control. And inside this, you are going to use a for each loop for each where your categories of item. Okay, so item, where are you going to display that in a option tag? Open and close curly brace. Item of category name, and we require a ID also to store that. So you can copy this and paste in a value. So here you get your ID. All done. We need this design. I mean label. Let's add the label over here. Cool. So you can select category and then assign the name called category underscore ID. So right now we have category ID, name and price and one submit button. So now guys, let's go to this action and create with the post method. So let's check the route first. Route post. Here we have a post products called store and the admin is already in the prefix. Let's get back and go to the store point. So guys, now we have to store this data with the category data. Okay, let's refresh and check the output first. Okay, so these are our categories. Whenever we insert any product, we are going to select the category. Okay, let's get back. So guys, first we have to search the category data. Let's tell $category is equal to category model colon colon find or fail function. So here you get your $request of what? Category underscore ID. So category underscore ID, from where it is coming? From your products form. So this is our category ID, we are getting it. Now get back to your controller. Here when you find the data, you are going to create the data using your hasMany relationship. Okay, so that is your one-to-many relationship, like products with create function at array. Okay, so now we are going to category has many products. Done. So this is the first step towards our one-to-many relationship code. Let's go to a category model. So guys, create a function and this function name will be products, products products, and remove this, we don't require. Here we'll return $this has many. Okay, not belongs to, it has many we have to use, and which we have to tell product model colon colon class at your foreign key, that is your category ID. Okay, so category has many products and which the product has its foreign key category ID and the categories table ID, which is primary key. All set. So now you can insert the data of product. Now this code will work. So guys, let's get the name $request of your product name, comma, copy and paste, control D slug. So we will be using string slug, str colon colon slug function to store a slug. We need to import this class. So import the class guys, imported. And now finally one price. So you can copy and paste here. Done. So once it's done guys, you can return and redirect back. redirect function at admin / where products with function you can tell message comma product created. Done guys. So now you can get back and let me show you the products table first. Let's come and here is our product table. Now guys, we are going to insert mobile data. Okay, so select with the mobile and let's tell my phone and 15,000. Save. Perfect. Product created. And now let's create one more product like Samsung. Let's save. Again, product created. Cool. And here you get your products detail. Let me show you in the database also with the category ID. Here you get your category ID. And now guys, we want to show this category ID inside this products table. So let's get back to our index page. So here comes our second step of one-to-many relationship. Let me copy and paste here and tell category underscore ID. And we need to specify the heading also. This is our category. Okay. And now you can refresh. Perfect. So you get the category 1. But we cannot understand by the ID. We need its detail. What is this ID 1 as its name? Okay. So we need to get that. So here we are going to use the belongs to relationship. So let me just show you an example. So first step guys, you need to go to your products model. At this index function, we are fetching the records. So inside your product model, let's move to our product. And here you create your belongs to relationship, that is inverse. So yep, create the function called category and we don't need any type. Let's remove that. And here you return $this of belongs to relationship. Okay, so belongs to which this product belongs to that category. Category colon colon class and then you call your foreign key. So this is my foreign key category ID and going to your ID. Okay, save. And now guys, we are going to copy this category function name and get back to your index. Let's go to the index page. At this category ID, we are going to paste the function name. Okay, that is category. And from that categories table, you will call your table attribute. Okay, that is column name. So that is category name. Now refresh. Here you see your category as mobile. Cool. So now guys, let me add some laptop products. So here we select with the laptop and tell Dell, save. Okay, so here you see Dell and let's add one more mobile Vivo and 19, save. Perfect. So this is how we handle our hasMany and belongs to relationships. So this was one few example where we can do the CRUD operation. So now guys, this was one method of creating a products. Let me comment this and show you another method. So at this place, you are going to create one variable called product is equal to new product model semicolon and call your name over here. Product name is equal to your request of name. As simple. Okay. So same way you're going to call for 3 also. Your price, slug and slug. But we require in this method for storing the slug. Done. And now what you have to do guys, let's get this variable called product where you will be storing you're using as a hasMany relationship. Okay, let's take this category variable and go to your hasMany relationship. So products function. So what is this actual call? Okay, go to your category model and copy this products function, and that only we are calling here. So it's relating to that, and then save function and just pass this variable. Whatever data you got, you have to pass it inside this. As simple. Now guys, let's get back and let's test this also. Yep, let's create add product. Let's select with laptop and go for HP laptop. Save. Here you see laptop, HP laptop inserted successfully. Okay, product created. So these are the two methods how we can handle it. Done guys, and now let's begin with the next. So now guys, let's begin with edit the products data and update its record. Okay, so guys, now let's begin. So let's move to this table and create one edit button. Let's go to the product table view, and here is an action. Let's create an a tag edit option, and let's design this as a button success, where you're going to tell the href as URL function admin /products / concatenate the ID, give forward and edit. Okay, so what you're going to concatenate the products ID. So let's copy this ID and paste, and we need to concatenate it correctly. Here you concatenate, and now let's get back, refresh. Cool. So now guys, I'm going to edit with ID number 3. Edit. Here you get your ID. Perfect. So now guys, let's create the route for this. Go to web.php and move to your product controller. As simple. Let's use the get method. Paste here, and it's products done here, and your slug product underscore ID, or just keep a product itself done. And after that, edit, where you go to edit function. Let's remove this, not required, and create one edit function in your product controller. So guys, let's create one function with the name edit. The type is coming as int because we are getting the product ID. If you require, you can mention like this, product ID. Yep. And now guys, you need to search that product. $product is equal to your product model, find or fail, and here you pass your product. So that is nothing but your product ID. Now let's return view admin folder, your product folder dot edit. Okay, so let's copy this and create a file. Let's get back to our products folder, create a file with the name edit.blade.php, hit enter. Cool. So now guys, let's copy the products code, products create code, and let's paste that in edit. So guys, we are seeing that we have the category code over here, category loop. So we need to pass that from our controller itself. I mean at this edit part. So let's send that category. Categories is equal to your category model, colon all function to get the data. Done. And now let's create pass all the variables using compact function. So compact, where you will tell your categories and then your product. So copy and paste. All done. Let's go to edit, and here you get all your editing data. So yep guys, let's create a value and send $product of name. As simple, copy and paste. Here you go with price. Done. And let's make this to update button. Go to your form action where products / and go with your product ID. So product hyphen, arrow ID. Okay, so now use the post method and we'll be updating this record with the method put also. So method which we'll check with the route as put. Done guys, and now let's create the route for this. So before creating the route, let's check the output. Refresh here. So you get that. Okay. So we have selected with the ID3. ID3 is nothing but the laptop. By default, it is selected the mobile, but we need to select it by default as laptop. So you can do that same concept guys over here. So this product variable, go in your option. Let me bring it down so it may be more clear. Use open and close curly brace where product of category underscore ID, okay, is double equal to your ID, category ID. So if it is true, use ternary operator colon again colon null. If it is true means tell selected. As simple guys. Now let's save and here you check the output. So by default it selected the laptop, okay. And now let's begin with writing the update code. Get back. And now guys, you can see that route put. Create the route with the following URL. Yes. So let us copy and paste the above code and make this to put. Done. And this is the products. And we have already the prefix at beginning itself. So not required. And we need the product ID. So here we product ID and remove this edit option. So just send the product ID at update method. As simple. Let's copy this and go to your product controller and create a function. Okay. So function name update. Here we get the ID and the request both. So first let's get the request dollar request and your product ID. So that is nothing but your product. As simple guys. Now you are going to update the record. So let's copy our store code. Copy the code and now guys let's paste here inside our update code. And yep guys, so let's make some changes. So first of all, we are going to check the category ID whether it is available or not. If it is available, then we are going to update its product record. Okay, so you can use this code over here, Control X, and paste inside this model at category model. So we are finding the category of products. So where you'll give a where condition. Let me bring it down. So here we set and check with the where condition where your ID, primary key of product ID is dollar product. Okay, so let's make this as product underscore ID and paste here. And we are going to get the first record. Only the first record will be getting it. Perfect. So once it's done, and now let's change the variable of called as product. So here we set that because we are changing the products record, not the category part. And now guys, let's remove this. We don't require it. Here we get all the inputs and update the record with the help of update function because we are using the put method. So we can use the update function. Let's copy this product and here we are going to paste it. That's it guys. So now when we update the product, it's searching for the product ID and the request of category which we are sending from the blade here. So that detail we are getting it and updating its record. So now guys, let's test it. So before that we need to change this message as product updated. And yep, let's get back. Once refresh guys. So here is our Dell product. Let's make this as updated. Okay, update and update the record. So Dell update is the product name now. Perfect. Product updated and here is your Dell update record. Cool guys. So this was one method to update your product. Okay. So with the help of hasMany relationship. Done. And now guys, let's begin with the second method over here. So let me comment this, and here we can copy this code and just pull it down, get the category, and just uncomment this below code. So instead of create, let's give update. And now guys, we need to find the product ID. So where can you find the product ID? As simple guys, you need to just give this condition where and paste that. So it searches for your category, and from that products, you are going to find the ID of your product ID and then update the record. And now let's test it once again. So yep, let's test with HP laptop. You can give HP update, and let's tell update here. So you get the data product updated successfully. So here you see, perfect. Let's refresh once. All working fine. So guys, this is how we work with our one-to-many relationship CRUD. Done guys, and now as simple you can create your delete option. So yep, I don't need to teach that because it's a very simple concept. So let's continue with the category delete. So at category delete, if I delete the category laptop, all its product should be deleted. That means laptop category product should be deleted. So guys, let me open this in new tab. Here, if I tell category, okay, so let's create one delete button at this category. Let's go to web.php. At this category index function, here is my table. Perfect. So now guys, here let's use an a tag where delete, and you can design this button danger and call the URL admin / category your ID. So let's concatenate that guys over here, like your $item of ID and then / delete. So now guys, let's check the output once. Refresh here and you get the delete button. Okay, so when I click on that, it should delete the record. So for that, let's create a route. Here you go to admin and with its ID and delete. Yep, let's move to the web.php file and create a route using get method where category of category ID, let's create category underscore ID and then delete. Let's remove this, not required. And you can go to the destroy function. So go to your category controller and create a function with the name destroy. So function named destroy, and you get the integer, that means category underscore ID. All set guys. So now you can call your model category, use the find or fail function to find the category $category ID from the URL and just delete the record. Once deleted, you redirect back. So let me copy and paste here. Category deleted with all its products. Okay, save it. And now you can just check that. Let's go. And here we have a laptop category. And here you have laptop products, right? Two products is a 3 and 5. Let's check it out. So I'm going to click on delete button. And it says category deleted with all its products. So our category is deleted guys, and now let's check whether products is deleted or not. Refresh. Cool. So you can see that laptop products has been deleted. So this is how we check with the foreign key on cascade delete. Okay, this was the complete CRUD tutorial for your one-to-many relationship. Okay, and now guys, you can utilize this one-to-many relationship in front end also, like searching your category with the products. Let's see an example. Okay, let's go to new tab And yep, let's tell collections. So at this collections, you will fetch all the categories. Let's get back and let's close all the files. Here you go to web.php and let me go at the top. Here we set the route. So route : get method, call your path. So my path is collections right now. Send that. And now let's create a controller over here. So before, let me create the controller first, like front end controller. So PHP artisan make : controller. The controller name is front end controller. Okay, hit enter, controller created. So now guys, let's uncomment this and call the path. Okay, let me copy this code and paste here. So you call your front end controller at index function. So let's go to the front end controller and create a function named index. So you set this return view. So let's give categories blade.php. Yep, let's copy this and create a. So let's go to resource views and create one file name categories.blade.php file. Okay, let me keep this in a front end folder. So you can just create one folder called front end. It will be very clear code front end, and inside front end we are going to create a categories blade.php. Okay, so now you need to extend this path front end dot category blade.php. Here you get. You need to extend the layout. So layout app and start your section as content and end the section at end section. Perfect. So let's begin with container row. And now guys, let's call all the categories. So you can call that in a column wise. Let's use for each loop and call your categories. Okay, categories items. Perfect. And inside this column M4 card body H for tag. Here your categories data $item of name. Done. And before this column itself, inside this column, you are going to use a tag. That's it. Here you set. And now guys, inside this, you'll copy the same and use the slug. Now you have to set a correct path for this. So for that, use a URL where your collections and then your category slug. So what is the collection URL? That is nothing but collections. Copy the correct path, paste here. Now where is this categories coming from? So it's coming from your front end controller. $categories is equal to your category model : all, where you need to send this variable using compact function. Done. Refresh. So you did not find the correct path. Why? Let's check. Categories. Oops, we don't require this. I just messed up. Here we save. Let's refresh. Perfect. So we got the mobile and clothes. Let's add one category named laptop. Save. Done. And here you see your laptop data. Perfect. So now guys, let me add two records of laptop, Dell, and some. Here you save. Again, let me add one more laptop named HP. Save. All set. So you got the data. So guys, now in this collection URL, you have fetched the category, right? I need the products also under this category itself. So which we can use in navbar or menu bar anywhere. So guys, for that, let's get back to the categories. So inside the categories, you want to fetch all your products list. So for that, guys, you can just use this item. Let's change this item to category because it's confusing. Category. And now let's create a UL tag, UL and li list, which we will be using for the products. So here you use your for each loop where you will call your category. Okay, categories of category where you are going to use hasMany relationship, which is products. So let's call products. Okay, so why is this products? You need to check that in your category. Let's get back to your category model, and here you have used the products function, right? So this products only hasMany. So here you send that products and count that product data. All set. So let's fetch that in a li tag like product of, I need that name and we need the price also. So you can copy this, add a hyphen, paste here, give the price. All set. And we need this inside the for each. Yep, guys. And now let me just show you. Perfect. So you can just add one more thing, like add a code over here. If condition, if your product is available or greater than 0. So you can just use a count function to count it. Let's count this. And here it is greater than 0. You can tell this like product is found, else no product. All set. Let's cut this else part and paste after the UL tag. Clear. Very simple. So now guys, you can refresh and you see no products for this. Perfect. So you find that no products, and if you have, all the details are shown. Done, guys. So this was about the has many relationship. That means one to many relationship in Laravel. So guys, now let's continue again with another example. What in case if you click on this mobile? So you get your mobile slug collection slash mobile. So which you see over here as collection, your category slug, not the product. Okay. So let's create a route for this also and check what we can do over there. Yep, let's get back. Create a route colon get method where collections forward slash your category slug. Done. And now pass the controller. Let's copy the same controller, save, and go to your like category, right? So category. Let's copy this function name and create one function. Let's copy this and paste here. And you are getting the category ID. Let's get the category underscore ID. I mean dollar category ID. And you need to fetch this. I mean search this. So instead of all, use find or fail function here, and you search the category ID. If you get any record of that, you can show that. Okay. So it's not a categories, it's a single record. Let's tell category, copy and paste here in the compact function. And now let's go to this products. Why we are going to products is because we are going to fetch the category data plus the products data of it. So let's create that. Let's go to the path front end folder and create a file products.blade.php, and you can copy the same code, I mean the structure. So let's copy and paste. All done, guys. And now you can, let's check the output once. Let me type hello. So here you refresh. So you get this no path found. Okay, so let's get back to our controller. And yep, so first of all, we are sending a slug. Okay, so you make sure you're changing the spelling like category slug. We should not confuse with the ID and slug. So yep, we have created the correct route over here, but we changed the variable. And if it is a slug, it's not an ID. So find or fail function, search for the ID. So you need to use a where condition, where, and use a slug here and get the first record. We just need a first record of it. That's it. So now you can check the output, refresh. Cool. So you get your page. Hello. Now guys, let's use this slug. I mean, get all its slug data. Use this category variable and go to your products, column MD, user card, card body, right? As we seen that dollar category of name, and you get your category name. That is your mobile, as we have previously seen it. And if you require your products, same concept goes over here. Let me copy and paste that. So use the same concept, copy and paste. So here you display all your products with the help of category. All set. So this is your, under mobile you find all these products. Okay, so view you can view one by one. Now if you go back and view with the laptops, let's click on laptop. Here you get your category name laptop and your laptop data. So guys, now we have used the hasMany relationship and view its detail. So guys, now let's view with the laptop concept. Okay, I mean products concept. So when you click on this Dell, it should show that it belongs to this category and its product details. Okay, so you can just type like Dell and you should get its Dell details with your whatever category data. Okay, so let's create this concept also. So this we are going to work on belongs to relationship. So previously we worked on hasMany, and now guys you can paste this. So create a concept on this space. So this is your category and this is your product. So copy and make this as product slug. Done. And goes to your product. Done guys. And now you can go to the front end controller. Go to the front end controller and create a function named product. So now guys you need to type the string, and I mean this string is nothing but your slug. So let's take the category slug and the product slug. Both slug you need to check that. Category slug, give comma string of your product slug. Okay, so product slug. Done guys. Now we need to write the code where you need to check the category. If exists, then only you can show the product. As simple. And now let's get the category first. Category is equal to your category model colon use the where condition because we are searching the slug, not the ID, and we have to search the first record of that category slug. So call your column called slug and then send your variable called category slug. So you'll find this data guys, and once it's found you are going to search for the product. So let's tell product variable is equal to, and now you have to carry your category with the hasMany relationship products function, where this products function is from your category model. Okay, and from that product table you are going to search for a slug option. Okay, table column slug, and then you send your product slug here. So once you send and get the record first function, perfect. And once it's done, let's send the data. in product view. Now guys, let's before that you need to send this product. Okay, so if you require you can send the category also, but it's fine guys. We will use the belong to relationship and view the category detail. So now guys, let's create a product view. Yep, let's move below, go to your front end, product view.blade.php, create it, and let's copy the product code and get back to your view and remove the unwanted codes. We don't require it. And now let's get back to your front end controller. At this product variable, just paste that, and we need to call that product name only. Let's get back guys. Now let's search for that, the Dell laptop. Let's refresh. Okay, attempt to read name on null. Okay, it's not able to read. So in that case, I think we need to check a database why it's okay. So you can see guys that the slug column is empty over here. Why? Because we have made some mistake in our product controller while saving it. So when you see on save store, oops, we need to send the name only. So it converts and keeps in the slug part. Okay, so make sure you update this. So I paste here. So now let's go and let me manually update this. Okay, so guys, I have just updated the slugs, and yep, let's get back. Now if you refresh, you get the data. Perfect. So you get your Dell name product. Let me close this. So now guys, you can use the belongs to relationship to see your category. Let me just show you the price also, product price. Now we will show the category. So let me keep in h3 tag itself. Yep. So dollar product of your category relationship, that is belongs to, and that name. So how are you calling this? From where are you getting this category? Let's go to this product variable first. So you went to that product variable and it goes to the products table. Okay. So let's go to the products model. Here is your products model, and you have created one belongs to relationship. That is nothing but category. So we'll copy this function name and get back to your product view. And here you paste that. And from that product category table, you call that name. And now if you refresh, here you get your output. Perfect. So it's the category is laptop and it's that is okay. So if you let me figure out this like this, horizontal row, refresh. Perfect. So guys, this is how we use belongs to relationship while viewing the products. So let me just try with another product HP, and you see that it belongs product is this and this belongs to laptop category. Let's move with the mobile one. Okay, mobile. If you try to directly access this MI, and it's the category is laptop here. Okay, so if you try to access what, it throws an error. So you have to conditionally handle that in your controller itself. So I mean to tell, it should redirect somewhere else. Okay, or else redirect back, you have to handle in your controller. So what now guys, you have to just go to your collection and go with the mobile, and inside that mobile you can select your products. So under my category, mobile category, I select the MI product, Samsung product. Okay, it's done like that. Done guys. So we have successfully learned with our one-to-many relationship in Laravel from scratch in detail. Okay, so guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like and share.